Hi guys, welcome to the Odi podcast. I'm Max.
I'm the darkness that creeps in the night.
Yep. And we are back today and we're gonna be talking about masculinity versus...
Niggas gonna comment and be like, yo boy, you black hair, you damn choice.
Oh my god. So we're gonna be talking about the definition of masculinity versus toxic masculinity. So do you wanna go first? To you, what does masculinity mean to you? Because everybody have their own definition. So I'm gonna let you go. What do you think is masculinity to you? You just gonna go to the dictionary.
Give me about 5 seconds.
Alright. So the reason we're bringing this up also is not, hold on, let me just finish this, is not only to talk about the masculine part of it, but to also talk about femininity. And I'll play a part
masculinity, qualities or attributes regarded as characteristics of men.
Who the fuck made this definition up? Like what?
Yes, we reign supreme.
Are you serious? Is that what they really said?
Yeah.
Qualities of or attributes regarded as characteristics of
handsome, muscled, and driven. He's
anywho,
a prime.
So the person, let's just not use Google
just
today.
Perfect in every way. Just
it not say perfect in every way. Anywho, so to me, masculinity is about initiative and leadership, and that's what when I think of a masculine man.
How do we define masculinity? Masculinity is a form of gender variously defined, an identity, social role, and form of power, and in typically through non-exclusive
associated with men. So yeah, masculinity could be with females, but we're not gonna talk about that today. We're just talking about masculinity with men. For me, masculinity with men is about you being able to lead and take initiative to get things done. It don't necessarily mean that you have to be aggressive about it. It's just you are a leader, a natural born leader, if you want to put it that way, because men are supposedly natural born leaders. Who knows? But we're talking about that because we want to refer to what we have in today's society known as masculine toxicity. And if you ask me what masculine toxicity is, I'm gonna say that's little boy behavior in a grown man body. That's my version of masculine toxicity.
Oh my bad, I was reading something. I was reading toxic masculinity.
So I said my definition of masculine toxicity.
Oh
hold on, I ain't even.
You said a grown little boy in a grown man body.
Yes.
I ain't trying to hear that shit. That's bullshit. That's not toxic.
So do you believe there's anything such as masculine toxicity?
Yes.
Now you do. Okay, why do you say
not now I do. I never said I agreed with what I told you earlier.
Okay, so I'm asking you now, why do you think there's something, what is an example of masculine toxicity? I think
toxic masculinity is domestic abuse, like, you know, being too violent because you feel like you're a man and you all want to just hit shit and just do what you want to do. That's very much in my mind, very definitely
physical. I think it's something much as verbal.
Just because you know you can whoop somebody's ass, you won't whoop somebody's ass. Woman or man.
Okay.
Just because you know you can beat their ass.
You won't beat their ass.
Toxic as fuck. Like this isn't, you know.
Do you believe in verbal masculine toxicity?
Yes. Which, you know, it happens.
No.
It happens, you know.
So, the reason
I ain't trying to hear that shit. Females get toxic verbally too.
No, right. That's it. We are verbally abusive. Women are verbally abusive. Look, I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
We know how to make you feel bad without even saying something to make you feel bad.
Oh, thank you for admitting that, babe.
We got that stairs.
Okay.
We know how to make that shit happen.
So for you coming to me and saying it's verbally, I'm like, yeah, but you like.
Well, when I say verbally, I'm looking at it that way because men want women who are so feminine. And when you think of a feminine woman, you're thinking of a woman who submits to you, right? Mm-hmm. But then somebody who's toxic and masculine at the same time, that being your man, he is going to use that as his power.
Let me put it to you this way.
You don't agree with...
I don't want to every time when I get assertive with you or I get kind of a little bit, maybe even too dominant with you, you come at me this is just as hard as I came at you. I don't need that. I need to feel like if I come at you like that, I'm going to make you cry. And I don't want to make you cry. That's how I want to feel. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to look...
I get what you're stating, but I also believe that that's harsh.
It is harsh.
And the same way
it is harsh. But the only way for me as a man, because I'm just being real with you, I know for a fact, I've gone through this whole realization. I know for a fact that I am a very dominant and assertive male. So even if I come at you like that, I need to know in my head that if I come at her like that, she gonna cry. Not if I come at her like that, she's gonna come back at me just as hard.
So he wants me to cry, but I
don't want you to cry. That's the point. If I think you're gonna cry if I come at you like that, guess what I'm not gonna do?
Come at you like that.
But for me, is it wait? I'm just trying to get my point across.
I do get your point. You just not letting me say nothing.
I get you, but I'm just saying. For me, I'm trying to make sure this whole point gets across. For me, as a type of male I am, if I think you're finna come at me just as hard if I come at you like that, guess what I just might want to do? So
again, my whole point of talking about this is not to figure out why you would come hard at me as a male and me being a female. It's to point out that men want women who are feminine.
Yeah.
And when you have a feminine woman, the moment that it turns toxic is when a man starts abusing the fact that he's even born a man.
But that is true. That's my point. So if I'm the type of dude who I know that if I come at you like this, or if I nudge you like that, or I push you, you're going to be like, stop and cry. Wait, listen.
No, go ahead.
I just kind of feel like I can't never get my point across.
But I'm not talking about the physical. Obviously, we know that's abuse. So let's move on from abuse. Let's not talk about abuse. What else, aside from physically putting your hands on a person, could you do that makes it masculine toxicity? Yes, abuse puts you in jail. We don't need to discuss that. We know that.
Okay.
So what else could a man, what can you do that could make the toxicity? You talked about putting hands on, you talk about making you want to cry, but that's what you're not gonna do if you know that she's gonna cry. What else can a man do to be toxic? But it has to be masculine toxicity. What you come up with?
I can't really come up with none.
Oh my God. So y'all want a feminine woman. Y'all want somebody who's going to submit to certain things that are going on. But as a guy who is obviously more powerful, there are females who go try to fight guys. That ain't me. I'm not with it. I will lose.
You a goddamn lie. You swing on me all the time.
Oh my God. That's what's going to make you lose. Straight up. You end up in jail for certain things like that. So no, not gonna do that. Then you look at having an argument with someone. I mean, we've been in a relationship for like a lifetime now, it seems. My new thing is ignore you. My new thing is I'm about to have a conversation, accept the fact that this is how you feel by verbal acknowledgement, and then choose to walk away and choose to not want to talk to you for a period of time, because I can't beat your ass and I can't cuss you out because it's disrespectful.
Would you? Doesn't that mean you're kind of toxic masculine?
I mean,
I'm saying like,
look,
if you could, would you?
But
like, that's the point.
If you feel like that, then everybody's toxic. You know what? Because when that driver cuts you off in the fucking traffic, and you wanna,
I'm asking you like a real question. Like, if you could whoop my ass, would you?
No, I wouldn't outright just whoop your ass. Like that'd just be like wrong. When I whoop your ass, then I'll be like, fuck, I whooped his ass.
You do
now
shit
what?
all the time.
Oh my god. Now I'll be like, what the fuck do I do now? Like, fuck. Now I have to apologize. Now I have to feel bad. No. Yeah, like it's too much work.
I should ask you this question like on camera like a year ago.
I totally different answer.
Hell no. Bullshit.
But yeah. So no, I can't beat your ass. No, I can't do certain things like that. But a guy who is totally, taking leadership in his relationship, it comes a point where when you decide everything should go your way, that's when it turns
it's
toxic
hard
for me.
to be a man and be a leader in your relationship. Like that's very difficult.
But being a man is not a leader.
Being a man is being a leader.
So why is it hard?
It's just fucking. What the fuck you mean? It's just fucking hard. It's responsibility. It's fucking responsibility.
We had this conversation today in the car, and I'm gonna break it down the exact same way I told him.
I have helped. Though.
I said to him,
she helps. So
women are like production workers, and guys are like the executive managers who sit up in the office and make like executive decisions.
She only said that about the housework in the house. I
said that because in comparison to us working every day to keep the house together, do this, do that, do blah 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 blah, guys are like, well, I provide you with protection. Well, my nigga, we've been together for 10 years. How many times our house been broken in? 0. How many times have I been assaulted by somebody else? 0. How many? Like,
that's because of me, though. She don't understand. You gotta throw them to the wolves so they understand.
No. And then us women are over here like, well, how many times did you wash your dishes? Well, 3 times today alone. How many times did you have to like sweep the floor? Like 25 times this week. Like, fuck, when you started on from dogs,
from everything.
From the rain.
From lightning.
That's funny you said I said fucking rain. He pull up real close to the door, make sure you're like in there.
You good, shouty.
Right? So this protection, I'm like, bro, at this point in time, should I start taking martial arts and try to put my own protection first? So therefore I can get help with some dishes because it seems I'm a production worker and he's an executive.
That ain't necessarily all it is. Like females want someone to be there. Like they want a companion.
I do. I want companionship.
So that's what come with it.
But I'm gonna go back to the masculine toxicity before we go too far with it. When a man starts saying,
what's toxic femininity? I want to know that. I want to know that shit.
Can I answer this one first, finish this off, and then we can go to that?
Yeah.
Alright. So when a man decides to push everything to the reason why a woman may not agree with whatever is going on, as in because you're not feminine, because you're not you didn't choose this color because you're not feminine. You didn't listen to me because you're not feminine. You didn't do this because you're not feminine.
His opinion.
You're right. It is his opinion. But because he's a man and he believes that everything he's doing is right and he's the best leader, right, then he's gonna look at you and be like, you're not feminine. But in reality, I need everybody to understand that in a healthy relationship, you're not dating a fucking mannequin. It's 2 fucking people with brains.
Sometimes I wish if a mannequin was a person and had a person vagina and I could just put you in that corner and you just stood there like